You know about the door to hell, but here's what most people don't know. It is not unique. Right now, at this moment, there are fires burning on this planet that have been going for decades, for centuries, for thousands of years. Underground fires consuming coal seams beneath inhabited towns, natural gas vents that have burned since before recorded history, accidents like Darvaza that were supposed to be temporary and became permanent. The door to hell has a name, a story, a famous photograph. Most of the others don't. In 1962, in a small mining town in Pennsylvania called Centralia, a rubbish fire was lit. Standard practice at the time, routine disposal. It had been done before. The fire caught a coal seam. Underground coal seam fires are among the most difficult fires on Earth to extinguish. Coal burns slowly, deeply, and spreads through a seam following the fuel, moving through the ground like a slow, invisible flood of combustion. It produces carbon monoxide and other toxic gases that seep upward through the soil. It heats the ground from below. It can travel for miles without a single visible flame on the surface. By the time Centralia understood what was happening beneath it, the fire was already spreading. Over the following decades, the effects became impossible to ignore. Roads cracked and subsided. Steam and toxic gas vented through fissures in the ground, sometimes in people's gardens. Carbon monoxide levels inside homes climbed to dangerous levels. The ground in parts of town became warm to the touch. The government bought out residents and began demolishing properties. One by one, the houses of Centralia came down. The population, once over 1,000 people, dropped to almost nothing. The zip code was officially revoked. The town was, for all practical purposes, erased. But a handful of residents refused to leave. A small number of people stayed and remain in Centralia today, living above an active underground fire in a town that officially no longer exists. The Centralia coal seam fire has been burning since 1962. It is still burning now. Geologists estimate it could continue for another 250 years. In the Hunter Valley of New South Wales, there is a hill called Burning Mountain. The smoke rising from it has been observed for as long as anyone can remember. Early European settlers assumed it was a volcano. Australia has no active volcanoes. What Burning Mountain actually is a coal seam fire, a natural one. Nobody lit it. No accident started it. The coal seam beneath the hill ignited on its own, possibly from a lightning strike. Current scientific estimates date the fire to approximately 5,500 years ago. It is the oldest continuously burning fire on Earth. It moves slowly, advancing through the coal seam at roughly 1 meter per year. The surface above it smells of sulfur. Vegetation directly above the seam is sparse and iconic, heat-stressed, growing in patterns that follow the underground fire's path. It has been burning since the Bronze Age and will in all likelihood burn long past anything we build today. On the Absheron Peninsula in Azerbaijan, there is a hillside that has been on fire for centuries. Yanar Dagh, the Burning Mountain. Unlike Centralia or Darvaza, this one is entirely natural. A natural gas seep pushes fuel continuously up through the surface rock. Marco Polo described flames rising from the ground in this region when he passed through in the 13th century. Azerbaijan was historically known as the Land of Fire, a name that appears in ancient texts. Yanar Dagh is not an accident. It is the Earth doing what it does in a region where gas deposits are close to the surface. These are not isolated curiosities. Underground coal fires alone are estimated to burn on every inhabited continent. In China, coal seam fires consume millions of tons of coal annually, releasing more carbon dioxide than all the cars in the US combined. The Earth is burning in more places than most people know. Some of these fires are natural, others are accidents. Once a subsurface fire establishes itself in sufficient fuel, coal, gas, oil shale, it becomes extraordinarily difficult to stop. The fuel is underground, the fire is protected from suppression by the very earth above it, and it has all the time in the world. The door to hell is famous because it has a story. Most of the world's burning places have none of that. They have been burning longer than nations have existed. They will be burning after current nations are gone. The earth is older than our attention spans, and it has been on fire since long before anyone was watching. Subscribe, because the door to hell is one window into something much larger, and most of the windows don't have names.